here I am again, David Drapela. Remember, I have to tell you this in the front because by the time I get through telling the story, sometimes I forget it. If you like what you see or like what you hear, would you please subscribe and I'll answer any comments as best I can if you send me comments. And that would help, it would help what ego I have that somebody's listening to what's going on. And I'm just trying to leave all of these messages and things that I've learned in the 85 years that I've been alive to you, the people of Earth, and the people who are here. I hope this is meaningful to you because I haven't written a book like so many famous people. You're looking at the book right here. I got 1,000 pages over this last 85 years. I got 1,000 pages in my book. I don't know that I have time to write all of them. So I thought I'd just come on and give you a chapter at a time as I pass through my life, what I learned, how I learned it, and what benefit was it to me. So this one, we're going to talk about, we're going to call this the bird story. I like that. This is about everyday life. When we live every day like we do we really see what is around us? Do we really hear? Or are we just crushed up? And I want you to understand that one of my writings was called The Loudest Words Ever Spoken or Never Spoken. The most intimate and beautiful times in your life, there was quietness. When you were with someone you loved, when you were out fishing maybe by yourself, there were no words. And the truth is, if you only read my writings, you will never understand my words. So this is a story about a father and a son. And so the son and the father were setting out on the patio, and this bird flew in. And the little boy looked at his daddy and said, "Look, look, look, look." And the daddy said, "Oh, that's just a sparrow." So sometime later, they were back out on the patio, and another bird flew in. And the daddy said to the little boy, "Look, look." And the little boy said to the daddy, "Oh, Dad, that's just a sparrow." Wow. That little boy never saw that sparrow again. He never saw the bird. He only saw the sparrow, the name sparrow. Every sparrow is beautiful and unique in its own way. They're not the same. They're like us. We're beautiful and we're unique. But we don't see it because we're just human beings. We're just human beings. The moment you say a word, you lose the essence of what that word is. When I say the word tree, there's no way you can describe what I'm thinking about. There are thousands of trees, different trees. You cannot know. And you don't see the tree anymore. You don't see the magnificence of it. You don't see the tree standing there with the sunshine and the leaves that talk to you and give you shade. You don't see any of these wonders. You just see a tree. Yeah, I saw a tree. Okay. So here's another story. There were a group of young boys, innocent young boys, about 10 of them. And they were with a spiritual, or they were with a, as I saw it, they were with a priest, okay? And they were on the beach. And they were running down the beach, and the priest was way behind them. And they came to this lady that was on the beach. And they stopped and talked to her, and they said, "Wow, how are you?" She said, "I'm wonderful." And they asked her, "What do you do? What do you do?" And she said, "Well, basically, I'm what they call a whore." And they said, "What's that?" And she said, "Well, it's somebody who takes their clothes off and shows the other people their body." And so the little boys said, "Wow, would you take your clothes off for us?" And she said, "Of course I would." So she took all of her clothes off, and they were amazed. And they formed a little line around her, and they were singing and they were dancing, and she was dancing in the middle. And here come the holy priest, and he saw this happening. And the moment he saw it happen, he ran in there, scolded the woman, and he took the innocence away from each one of those boys. Does that happen to you because you have an opinion that has been instilled in your head while you're here on earth? Where did you get it from? You didn't have that opinion when you were 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old. Those are things you've acquired. This was a beautiful lady, and the children loved her, being around her. But the moment the holy man got there, they never saw that lady again. All they saw was an old whore. Be a brightness to your family and friends around you. Watch your language. Understand what you're doing with the power of the word that nobody really understands sometimes. You can say one word, and there could be 25 people there, and each one of them had a different definition for what that word means. And we'll talk about that some more. But these are two stories I'd like to share with you. I'm glad I was able to share them. Come back. I got a lot more stories. This is an old book, and I got thousands of chapters, and you don't have to read it. I'm here to tell you and read it for you. Have a beautiful day, night, wherever you are. God bless you. Bye.